Hey guys, welcome to the latest episode of an Echoes Ramble. So today I'm going to be talking about the Sun Chaser jump system or jump drive, whatever the full name is. It'll be up on screen right now, I presume. Um, the reason I'm talking about this is with the invasion of the South, with me unfortunately being a SHH member. I say unfortunately because it means a bunch of you are going to immediately click away from this video. For those of you that are left, I was just thinking about how useful it'd be to be able to hop around Delve, skip past any what do you call them, gate camps. Just be able to skip past gate camps and go straight to stars using the Sun Chaser jump drive. But as some of you are already probably about to type out in the comments right now, Hale, you can't do that with the Sun Chaser. The Sun Chaser is useless, and it is. This is kind of a gripe video about the Sun Chaser and what, more importantly, I'd like it to be able to do. So, on the off chance that any developers are listening, and there are some viewers of mine in China, according to the analytics, because somebody is translating this into their local Chinese dialect. So, on the off chance that it's the developers, I might as well put this video out there. So, the Sun Chaser was released probably 2 years ago now. Its entire marketing surrounding it was going to be a whole new way to move across the map in Eve Echoes. Every ship in the game would have some method of being able to attach this nanocore attribute system and just leap and leap and leap across the map, ignoring stargates. We were promised this revolutionary method of getting around, and there was a lot of people getting scared about it. Of course, there was nothing to be scared about because nobody found themselves using it. It is only, as best I can tell, I've not practiced with it myself because it's a bit of a waste of a nanocore as it's been put to me. So I've watched a video from B8KD from around the time of the nanocore attributes release. Of course, the one with the jump drive. And the only uses it has is being able to jump to fellow fleet members within 4 AU's distance that are in high sec and low sec. So you can jump to a fleet member, not specifically onto the grid that fleet member's on. No, you'll be jumping to their star. The star's all right because it fits in with the whole Sun Chaser narrative anyway. So you could only jump to a fleet member that's in high sec or low sec. You could also jump to what appears to be high sec and low sec ITCs. That's it. And the ITCs are so spread out that more often than not, when you open up the jump system, you're not going to be in range of anything to jump to unless you've got a friend nearby who's going to allow you to jump to him, and he doesn't happen to be a nullsec. But even if that's the case, there's no use for it, is there? Why would you want to jump to a friend in high sec and burn up all of that fuel when you can just, fly to that system? There's going to be no level of urgency in high sec because it's a PvP free zone. So it just doesn't have any use at the moment. And I was thinking if they found a way of buffing it and making it useful everywhere in the game, we might actually start seeing people choosing it as an attribute on their nanocore. And it will be even more relevant today because of the fact that we have this new gold nanocore system, right, where you can take more attributes and put more into your core. So you not choosing that 18% damage bonus on your large lasers on your Oracle 3 isn't that big a deal. When you can put that back in again on the next lap around, if you get where I'm coming from. You choose as your primary option the Sun Chaser Nanocore, upgrade your nanocore to gold, and then as you upgrade it to gold, you get to put back in your 18% laser damage. So there's space in the nanocores to start making use of this system if it was actually useful. So how would we make this jump drive useful? Well, first and foremost, tie it in to the capital jump drive operation skill, or bring in a whole new skill for it. A skill that would increase its jump range and reduce fuel consumption, for example. Again, you can either introduce a new skill or use an existing skill that we're already using for capital ships. Developer's choice there. In addition, it would be useful to have it unlocked for nullsec usage. So we can jump to stars that our fleet members are close by to in nullsec. So let's say a friendly of mine has been tackled 3 AU away. It's 3 stargates away, and there's a gate camp in between him and everybody else. And we happen to be flying Doctrine Oracle 2s, which have, as part of the Doctrine with their nanocore, the jump drive system. Next thing you know, we have a small fleet of Oracle 2s jumping to that star system onto the star, and then only have to warp a short distance to team up with this person who's been tackled. Be quite interesting new dynamic, wouldn't it? And it'd be very similar to the dynamic that you'd find with the Black Ops ships over in EVE Online. I know, the dreaded EVE Online. Trust me, it's got its pros and its cons, lots of cons. But people have been asking in the suggestions channel in EVE Echoes every so often for Black Ops battleships and covert ops destroyers, whereby you can essentially sino in subcaps. It would be handy if we could just do all of that with this nanocore, because we know the devs are now leaning towards the bigger is better category when it comes to structures and ships. And the smaller stuff, they're just putting less and less effort into. So instead of us coming along and saying, can you give us new, smaller ships that allow us to move around really agile like the Black Ops stuff, why don't we just ask them, take what you've got already that's not being used, give it a small buff, which won't take anywhere near as much of their time, and then just wait and see what happens. I'd love to be able to, just leapfrog around from star to star. Another thing that would be slightly useful, I guess, is give the jump drive the ability to jump to NPC stations in nullsec. Well, not the stations, sorry, the stars. You've still got to jump to the star. But you should also be able to jump to any star system within range that has an NPC station. They just put up the same flag that the ITC stations in HiSec put up. Again, not that big of a programming task, I should hope. But anyway, what are your thoughts about the Sunchaser nanocore jump drive system, Hoojama, what's it, Doodah? Let us know in the comments below. I'll stop rambling there and see you in game.